Hey, it's Rebecca here for Parkway Gardens. Today we're going to be talking about pruning your hydrangeas. So to prune your hydrangeas, the oak leaf and the macrophylla, they always grow on old wood. So the flower is coming from the stem that grew last summer. So in order to trim them, you can do it as soon as the flower dies. Otherwise, to sort of protect the tree from any frost die-off, you can do it in the very early spring. You're still going to have the dried out flowers still attached, so it's going to be really easy for you to see. You just want to sort of take the flower and go back to the first leaf node, and that's the first spot where there's leaves coming out of the branch, and you're going to cut just above that first leaf node. And this area here is where the new flower is going to grow next season. So if you cut it too short, essentially you're just cutting off the flower for next year, and that's a really common problem. And that's all there is to it for the macrophylla hydrangeas, and the same goes for the oak leaf hydrangeas as well. The arborescens or Annabelle hydrangea is one of the easiest ones to trim. You can take it and trim it right back, just straight across. You're going to want to leave about 1 foot to 2 feet of the stalks attached. You can trim it in the fall once it's done blooming, or you can do it in the early spring. You can't really trim it right back to the ground. This results in the plant being very thin and spindly the next season, and a lot of the time it flops over. So you're going to want to leave about 1 foot to 2 feet of growth, and that's going to support the plant the next year and help you get sort of a tall, upright, bushy plant as opposed to something that flops over when it flowers. The last one is the panicle hydrangea. So these ones, they can range from about 2 feet to 6 or 7 feet tall. And if you want yours to stay tall, you can trim it very easily just by going back a few leaf nodes and just cutting the stem off, and you can do that all over the plant. Otherwise, you can cut it back to being, 1 or 2 feet tall if you really want to keep it compact and bushy. And for the panicle, the hydrangea tree is always going to be a paniculata hydrangea. So you can essentially just cut off the dead flowers, or if you want to keep it a little more compact up top, you can go a few leaf nodes in and just cut it off all over. And you also, if you're doing the tree, you want to make sure that there's no branches that are rubbing or interfering with each other. And you can also shape it by cutting off some of these wayward branches down here that are drooping. And you're going to want to do this either in the fall or the early spring. With the tree, you're never going to want to sort of interfere with the stem part. This is sort of a different entity from the shrub on top. So when you're doing your pruning, you're going to want to focus it all up here. So today we've covered the different types of hydrangeas, how to prune them, and how to sort of get the best blooms out of them for the next season. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon at Parkway Gardens.